Maryland has a strong history of excellence in early childhood education and infant early childhood mental health. Through the work of a state partnership called the Early Childhood Mental Health Steering Committee that includes families, state and local child-serving agencies, and early childhood providers and advocates, Maryland was one of 3 states to receive a grant from the Center for Social Emotional Foundations for Early Learning to develop social emotional foundational programs for the classroom. Sefel, which stands for Social and Emotional Foundations of Early Learning, is a framework for teaching social and emotional skills to children. In Maryland, Sefel has been implemented in a variety of different child care settings to great success and is currently being adapted for preschool and elementary school settings. In addition, experts in Maryland are training parents, home visitors, child welfare workers, and first responders in the Sefel model. The term social emotional development refers to the developing capacity of the child from birth through 5 years of age to form close and secure adult and peer relationships, to experience, regulate, and express emotions in socially and culturally appropriate ways, and to explore the environment and learn, all in the context of family, community, and culture.
So many children spend so much time now in daycares and in school settings, so it's our responsibility to teach children how to self-regulate and to learn about emotions and getting along and friendship and all of those types of skills.
The social emotional foundations for early learning are modeled after this pyramid. The foundation of the pyramid is effective workforce practices. This means that systems and policies have to be used to create and maintain the use of evidence-based practices within the classroom. When the Sefel framework is adopted, it must be incorporated into all aspects of teaching, including student interaction, lesson plans, and classroom setup.
The start of Sefel is to engineer the environment and set up your classroom for student success. So setting up your classroom where expectations are very clear and schedules are established, where there's predictability and the child feels safe.
The next layer of the pyramid is a combination of nurturing and responsive relationships and high-quality supportive environments for all students. Supportive and interactive relationships among adults and students is an essential part of healthy social-emotional development. This begins every day with how the teacher and other adults in the classroom greet each student. It is important for the teachers to talk to each child individually and establish communication at the start of the day. The other part of the second layer is the high-quality supportive environments for all students. All Sefel classrooms should be strategically designed to provide engaging learning activities, smooth transitions, and positive interactions. Classrooms have visual schedules, clearly defined areas, books and pictures about feelings, and a quiet corner. The next layer of the pyramid provides greater supports for students who may need targeted social-emotional supports. For example, if a student has a hard time sitting still during story time, the teacher will develop strategies to further guide the child's behavior, such as signing for the child to sit down without stopping the ongoing lesson. The last layer involves intensive intervention between the teacher and student. An action plan is developed to identify and address challenging behaviors. Supports are in place to guide the student to appropriate behaviors and positive choices. Student-specific materials may include break cards, first and then cards to incorporate student choice, individual schedules to cue transitions, positive behavior reward systems, and social stories to teach success outcomes.
I had a child a few years ago who came to me, to my classroom, and it was his second year as a 3-year-old in the building, and his IEP included goals like not being aggressive towards his peers. And I took the time to employ all of the Sefel strategies, and by the end of the school year, he was used by our guidance counselor as a peer role model for other children who were having behavior problems. So that sold me on Sefel.
All caregivers can promote healthy development by working to support social-emotional wellness in all young children and make every effort to prevent the occurrence or escalation of social-emotional problems. By identifying and working to address problems that surface, and, when necessary, referring children and their families to appropriate services, social and emotional behavior can be drastically improved. Research shows that social development is an indicator for success in school and the workplace.